I talked about this many times before, and as many people know, I have no love for the GEA in any part of the world, in any part of the county, may I say, any part of the place at all. The GEA have really shown themselves up in the last 30 years. They don't care about their culture, they don't care about Irish heritage, they just grab all and go, power really, the GEA at this stage. They don't care about, particularly the people who built it. This situation is examples it. People in the 80s, in the 70s and stuff don't know how to use online banking and stuff. Not even that. Is that they're with the world economic forms, cashless society, which is what they want. They want a cashless society, and they want you to own nothing and be happy. But still, the GA are very much promoters in this. They don't care. I talked before about the county board and Cavan, just the sheer disrespect they've shown to this. People even wanted to pay cash and stuff. They have a huge issue with it and threatened to throw letters in the bin from councillors and stuff and just ignore them and stuff like. They have a huge issue with that being called out and stuff like that. But so this is I will link the tweet in the description. It's gone viral on social media. As I showed in Westmeath, the county board in Westmeath should be ashamed of themselves. They should be ashamed. They should cop themselves on, as Karen Owen would say. And it's true, they should cop themselves on. You have to cop yourselves on. It should work both ways. If anything, it should work. You can pay online and you can turn up and get a ticket. I think they're just too. Some people in the GA are too up in the head about it, to be told. My 83-year-old uncle went to the Kilgargan to watch Westmeath versus Dublin under 20 championships game. He walked up to the turnstile with a €10 note and was refused entry. They told him they wouldn't accept cash and told him they needed to buy a ticket online. It wasn't that all the tickets were gone from the tour. It was more or less saying, oh, you should have bought it online. But it's not acceptable. It simply is not acceptable. And I say the same man, this 83-year-old gentleman, has been going for the last few years, probably maybe totally all his life. He probably played even GA when he was younger and stuff like that, and built the club, his local club where he went to. And stuff like built the GA in his local, who was proud of his GA for so many years, and that's what he's thrown back in his face basically. I'm just going on a sort of assumption here, because many issues around Cavan that's happened, that the men that played in the GA years ago and had a huge role was in giving money to the GA back years ago to build pitches, to build clubhouses, to build this, that, they were turned away during COVID and stuff like that, like there were dogs in the street. Just because they wouldn't pay online. They didn't go with the agenda of the World Economic Forum, because they're trying to score brownie points with the World Economic Forum, it seems. But it is disgraceful. It is disgraceful that we allow this to happen in any part of society. Now I know people say the GA is a private organisation and stuff like that, but still the government gives them a lot of money too, and they make a lot of money. And it's not acceptable, this kind of behaviour, especially turning people away, especially if they're willing to pay. What's the big deal? What's the big deal if they go to go with cash? I don't know why they make a big deal out of it. And especially in Cavan, as I said before, the county board here had made a huge big deal about it. When councils wrote letters and stuff, they threatened to throw them in the bin and stuff. Like even elected representatives, they wouldn't hear bits of them. But again, the GA nowadays have shown themselves up something fierce. I really would say to people not to go to GA matches and stuff. I wouldn't give them the satisfaction of GA to give them a tuppence. We see time and time again too with the matches and stuff like that. They've sold it away to Skies News. They wouldn't put it on the public broadcaster, so it's Radio Television Show. And even though Radio Television Show and a bunch of fuckers too, to be totally honest, one and the same, to be totally honest. But they've sold it away to Sky News, the biggest bidder, to a British corporation. They have all the GA matches on Sky and have it on here or there and every other channel but the Irish television channel. Nearly the majority of games and stuff, only for TG Cahill. In the majority of games you wouldn't see it, because you wouldn't see it on RT and stuff like that, the public broadcasting, because there's not enough money in that. They want to sell it away to Timbuktu and stuff like that to get the more shillings out of it, because that's basically what the GA is nowadays. It's just get whatever you can out of people, and and that's basically what it is. It's not about the tradition, having the game, having the crack and stuff like that. It's just about money whacking nowadays in the GA pitches and stuff around the country, and it is none. That is none. It's as simple as that. It isn't done. It should not be accepted. It should not be tolerated. And as I say, I would nearly say to any place, any shop or anything, like the government have brought in legislation or bringing in legislation as may speak, that people have to accept cash and stuff like that. It should be no different for the GA or any other organisation. You must be able to accept cash. It's that if you're a business, if you're any kind of business that take money, you should be able to accept cash and card, of course, to card. But it should work both ways. If it works both ways, then everybody's happy. And that's the fact that they just refuse. And I say if you ask the GA down here, they'll just refuse outright, as they did in Cavan. They're just totally ignorant. to listen to anybody. Because that seems to be what the who's over these GA pitches. Now they seem to be totally eating people. But something has to change, and the GA have to cop themselves on, look at the mirror, look back at themselves, look back at our history and stuff like that, and think about the community, not think about the back pocket and getting a few brownie points in the agenda and stuff in the cashless society and stuff like that. They want to perpetrate and stuff like that. They should look in the window, the mirror. I say in the window too, to think about where do they want to go in the next 10 years. Will they exist in the next 10 years if they keep going on the way they're going? Because the people involved probably will have enough of them if they keep going on like this, because it doesn't represent the culture we have established in this country, that we treat our elders with respect, etc., etc. And treating an elderly 83-year-old man, excuse me, treating him and just turning him away, it's not acceptable. And again, they could have just been like, oh, you know what, we let you in, fuck the money. But it's only €10. That's what I would have said if I was on the Trump side. Fuck the money. He's 83. Let him in. Let him in. He doesn't have to pay a free ticket. Like, go on. We just say you got a free ticket. There was a ticket left over or something like that. Go on in. We forget about it. But again, they're all over €10, may I say too. But that's the GA thing. Thank you.